Hello, dear ones, enlightened ones, inspired ones, my enchanted brothers and sisters. Hello and welcome to my channel and to my video. Um, I really appreciate you watching me. I don't get a whole lot of likes, a whole lot of subscribers, but I'm okay with that. It's be nice because more people will see my videos and they get to share them. But anyway, thanks. I'm gonna do. Thanks for being here and showing me love. I appreciate it. I feel it. But anyway, thanks for being with me, and we're gonna go ahead and do an angel reading. Let's see what the angels are saying about what's going on, what's happening in the world today. And please remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, and I just want you to stay in the light, stay in faith and everything else. Okay. I also want to say that not only do the Ukrainian people and Zelensky need our good thoughts and good energy and prayers, but so do the Russian people and so do Putin. Uh, the world needs our prayers for peace. And please know that this is not going to be a long war. Okay. Um, I hear, I watch and see a lot of psychics and tarot readers and what they're saying, and I'm getting some of the same messages. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. What the angels have to say for us now, okay? And then we'll see more about the war. I really do think there's going to be a lot more bloodshed and destruction. I wish I didn't have to say that, but it's not going to be a long war. And know that because I'm shuffling, I see the Sun card. Okay, and the Sun card is saying happy outcome. Once this is done and over with, there's going to be a whole change in the whole world, and we don't want to see anybody paying the price for finally peace. But like I said about Trump, like I say, Trump had to become president in order to bring him down. Okay, and it's the same thing with Putin. This has to happen in order, to expose him and bring him down. And so we're in the midst of changes, huge changes in the world since 2020, and it's going to take a while because nothing happens overnight. Even when we bake bread, we gotta give it time to rise, and uh, it sometimes has to rise 3 times before you can actually bake a wonderful loaf of bread. So we just have to hang in there and just stay in good faith and in prayers, and try and keep positive thoughts, and just be humans, showing love and peace and support whenever we can. If you can't do something physically, you can send light and love to everyone. And believe me, everybody's between COVID and now the war, everything that's going on, it's really playing its toll on me. And I really have admire the Ukrainian people for really staying positive through this and coming together. And this is what we need. And I think with Putin and Russia, they're actually separated. Even though they may think they're together, they're actually separated because they're, being told lies, and they're being told lies, so they're not together. Okay, whereas the Ukrainian people are together, and so whatever happens, um, they will overcome this. Okay, and it's a shame that they have to. I mean, I hear reports of this one woman said she had a good job, she had a wonderful home, she had all this going for her, and then now everything's taken away. Her home is blown off, and now she went outside for something, and she was hit with a missile and her legs are blown off. She had shrapnel in the back. So she says, a few weeks ago, I had a wonderful job. I had a wonderful home. I was living a comfortable life. Now I am crippled, just like that. And it's all because of hate. I find it very hard that in 2022 that we actually have a war going on. It just baffles my mind. So angels, please select the cards that we need to hear from you. Oh wow. Um, any other messages? Starting off with the Angel Tarot deck, is what I will start first with, and we'll see any other messages that you have for us at this time. All of us messages. Oh wow. So I am away. Tilly and I are away for the weekend. He's doing some work, and I have some free time. So I thought I'd go ahead and do a reading. Okay, so I'm going to start. I have 5 cards here. We're going to start with the Hermit card. Okay, and with the Hermit card, it tells us spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual healing, self discovery. We really need to take time to connect to our source of power, which is love. And you can't connect to love if you're, you know, frantic with all this stuff. We have to, because whatever energies that we're feeling, any emotions that we're feeling, goes out into the world. So we really need to connect to our source of power, which is love. And like I said, some of us may not be able to do things physically, but we can certainly do things that are spiritually and mentally to help heal the world and get it together. So, spending some quiet time and connecting to your source of power, to that light inside of you, okay, and coming to a place of peace and understanding is really, really, really important. We're going to go to the next card we're going to do is the renewal card. We have the Hermit and then renewal, okay? And this card tells us to review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So I really believe that um, for us and hopefully for our leaders to spend quiet time and really connecting to source. If when we connect to source, we can think clearer. We know the answers. There's great wisdom there. Okay, so to really connect to that source of power, whether it's meditation or prayer or quiet time, any of those things, we can really, really hear what's really, really going on. And this is when we can review and evaluate and know what really is going on, to have a favorable assessment of the facts. Now, of course, we have to, like, even it's telling the hermit to get to a quiet place, but even if we connect to wise people who know, like there's no way possible we can know everything. So, but to get information from wise people of what's really going on and really taking time to think about this, uh, because we have the moon card here. The moon card is next. And with this card, it tells us important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So things are happening, things are moving, things are going to get better. And I truly believe our leaders are really working uh, to put an end to this war. And if it's not our leaders, there are other people, important people who are behind the scenes really working to make this end and become better. I really do believe this, and the angels had told me this. So we really have to have faith. We think that people aren't doing their job and they're not working and they're not doing what we think they should be doing. We don't always know that. We don't always know that. So we really have to trust and have faith that that is exactly what's happening. The Unity card, yeah, okay, is the next card that comes up. It says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like minded friends. We're coming together, okay? And it's traditional viewpoints or methods. What is traditional? What are our methods? What's our foundation? Who are we? What are we working toward? Okay, and this is bringing us together. We all want peace. We all want things to happen, and this has been forever since man has been here. We all want peace. We want love. We want to live in freedom. We want to be able to express and do how we feel or what we feel and practice that. So this is going to come together. We got to things are quiet, but they are coming together. And then we have the King of Air here. And with the King of Air, this is telling us to speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. Yeah, we have to speak our truth because some people are getting fake news, fake whatever, but we need people to speak our truth. What is the truth that's really going on? And we have to put it out there. Now, not everybody needs to be doing that. Sometimes your job is something else, and then other people, because people who speak their truth from a place of love will always get through. But people who speak their truth, what they believe is their truth, from a place of ego or destruction, has to be stopped. Okay. And some people know how to do that. And I really don't like saying this, but it's the truth. Sometimes you really have to be tough. Sometimes you really got to kick ass. Sometimes you really have to be there to stop things, to be tough, to stop things in order to bring peace. Because some people will go to, to any extreme to cause hate, harm, and destruction. They don't care. And sometimes we really have to stop it. Now we have those who are powerful to stop things like that have the force and the power and the strength. And then we have others who come from a loving place, who is there behind all that to bring the peace that we need and the comfort. And it's there, it's coming. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Angel Tarot deck, and we'll see what the Archangels have to say. Archangels, what messages do you have for us? Messages that you have for us. You know, hmm. Now, this is also like I'm combining this messages that the angels need to tell us. Maybe it's something in your personal life too that you need to be quiet, have the Hermit card, have uh, speaking your mind from of confidence from a place of truth, where the renewal card or coming together. This could be something in your personal life as well, because this is a general reading and for entertainment purposes only. But I'm combining this all in because I want to come and do readings, public readings like this more often. But sometimes my time is just, I really, really, I used to have a lot more time than I have now. But anyway, so the first card that came out is was the Seven of Raphael. Okay, and this tells us time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action. A need for detoxification. Okay, so we really need to decide what we really, really want and really need to disconnect from what we don't want. So, if you don't want war, we have to disconnect to that. Okay, we have to bring peace. Now, some of you might say, well, how can we disconnect from the war that's going on? Yeah, you disconnect from it by not being anxious or angry or frustrated. If you have to take a break from all the news, you have to take a break from, because again, like I says, if you're in a place of peace and you're enjoying life and you're grateful for the life that you have, these energies is what the world needs. Okay, they don't need more worry, fear, and doubt, and it's being aware of what's going on but not being stuck there and making it worse. It's not putting more fuel into the fire that's already there. And like I says, we can't all do something physically to help. If you can, you can, but we can't all do that. But we can definitely spiritually and mentally help in that way, which is very, very important. The next card that came up was the Two of Ariel. This goes well with the Seven of Raphael. And this tells us it's important to have balance. Okay, we have to balance working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. Well, this, you may be doing that in your personal life because you got to put this where it fits. But, with everything that's going on in the world, and you see this man, he's hanging there, and you see yin and yang there. And what else is there? I can see. And the unity sign, and he's trying to bounce it. They're falling off the side there. And so we really have to, and then what we have, Ariel there. Okay, and Ariel is about strength. Okay, she is about strength, Archangel Ariel. And we really have to tap into that strength and balance ourselves. We have to come back to who we truly are, which is love. And self-love is really, really important. I tell people all the time, and if anybody wants a reading or a session with me, please, hit me up and we can schedule that. But I tell everybody all the time who has a session with me, you are the number one person. It's all about you. It's not about somebody else. It's all about you. If you are not 100%, you can't give 100%. And we are given opportunities all the time to enhance our law of attraction and karma. So if you are not in a place of peace and love, you are creating a terrible thing. Okay. So now it's all about you. How are you going to handle the situation with maybe an unruly person? Are you going to get angry? Are you going to get frustrated? Are you going to get hurt? It's all about you. How are you going to react to this? How are you going to do it? Not about somebody else. Stop making it about somebody else. Not about anybody else. It's all about you. What you do, what you create in your life. It's all about you because you are the magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. It's all about you. How do you handle it? What are you creating? You are the magician. Make magic happen in your life. You can't make magic happen in other people's lives. You have no business being in other people's lives. It's only you. You're the magician in your life. What are you creating? The Eight of Raphael came up. And says there's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. Again, you know what's right from you. Can't listen to other people. You can't second guess, but you know what's right for you. And for most people, the most important thing is peace and love. And what you think, say, and do does not take you to a place of peace, then you have no business being there. So you cannot like find fault with people. You can't find fault with people. You can't complain because it's not going to benefit you at all. I don't care what other people do or say to you. That is their law of attraction and karma. You cannot get mixed up in that. But you can only get involved in what you do. It's very important. It's all about you. We have the Ace of Michael here. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Sometimes people don't want to hear anything, what you have to say, what you have to do. So, how can you clear that up? Stop talking to them. That's how. It's as simple as that. They want to listen. But I always know that if you approach someone, you have to talk to someone, and this is something serious. The best thing that you can try and do, and a lot of times this works, sometimes it doesn't, but like some of the best things that you can do is simply say, you know what, I really care about you. I really care about our relationship. I care about you. And we're coming back to about speaking your truth here, speaking your mind with confidence. I really love, but something's been on my mind. And I'm not accusing you, I'm not finding fault with you. It's just that this is something that upsets me. And obviously, you're upset too. But I'm coming from a place of peace and love, and I want to talk to you about this. So hopefully, we come to an understanding. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then you let them know. You don't go and yell at people and say, well, you did this to me, and you did that to the blah, 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 back and forth. And it's like, nobody did anything to you. You just took it the wrong way because anybody who is in a happy place would never hurt anybody else. And anybody who's in a happy place would not get hurt by somebody else. So the thing is, we have to stop either hurting each other or stop feeling hurt because obviously the person is suffering who says maybe hurtful things, whatever. They're suffering, they're in a form of suffering. And now here's your opportunity. This is all about you. What do you do? If someone says hurtful things to you, this is your opportunity to what? Show compassion. They're suffering. I don't care. Maybe they're suffering for something that you said or did. Time to show compassion. It doesn't matter. What matters is you recognizing the suffering and show compassion and understanding. And then you can either walk away or continue with it. It's it's something that you need to do. Okay, angels, what message you have for us? What other messages that you have for us, especially when it comes to the war in Ukraine and the world? Messages you have. Ooh, 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 ooh. These are the regular tarot deck I'm shuffling. Yes. Okay, so the first card that came out is the Seven of Swords. That, as a thief, he's stealing 5 of the swords. There's still 2 more swords left. So this card it's about theft, someone stealing, things not going the way you want taking precautions or unfairness in this thing. Um, they don't take everything. There's still two swords. Okay. And, a lot of times we trust people and they take from us. This happens all the time. They're a thief. And you see, he's looking back. He's like, should I take those other two? Take those other two swords. I think there's like a little kitty cat there looking, and he's illuminated. Cats have 9 lives. You know what I'm saying? The next card that came out is the Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. And this is a young man who's steady, who's trustworthy, and their weight are over. So when I saw this card, I immediately thought of Zelensky. Okay, he's the knight, and you see, he's all in his armor, but he's standing there watching. He's ready. We have a little bunny there. See that? Then you got those little bugs. Bunny is quiet and they're quick. Okay, they're quick. Those bugs, those beetles or whatever, can easily be demolished. And they're waiting. So we had someone who's trustworthy. Their wait is over. Okay. They can't steal anymore. They're not going to get it all. Whether it's Russia, whatever. Next card that came out is the Justice card. Okay. Justice. And then we have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card, this is about healing, angel healing, finding solutions, balancing emotions, compromising. So we have the theft, someone stealing, they can't steal everything. There's 9 lives here. We have the Knight, which is Zelensky. We have the Justice card. We have the healing. That's what's going to happen. So hang in there. It's not going to last a long time. Angels told me it's not going to be a long time. I really believe it won't go over past 6 months. I don't even think it's going to go past 3 months. I get that feeling. So, angels, please give us a final outcome on the world war in Ukraine. Final message you have for this. Outcome for this. Okay, just needed the one card. Time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of new beginnings, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So the angel says, it's going to end. It's definitely going. All right, so let's do the next part, which is mine. I like to end our readings for this. So, Lord Gashka, what message do you have for us, especially with the war in Ukraine? And remember, everybody needs your love and support and prayers. And don't, if you say a prayer, you say it one time. God heard you the first time. If you say it more than once, then it's like lacking faith in God answering your prayers. You don't want to do that one time. But you can definitely give gratitude every day for answering your prayers. Your card came up. 31. Okay, the decision card is telling us consider all of your options to make an informed choice. What exactly do you want in this situation? And this is one of the cards came up and had said that. Yeah, it's time to decide. What the Seven of Raphael. Okay. So, are you satisfied with the way things are moving in your life? This is where it's all about you. Okay. Staying in a positive place. Ganeshka is guiding you to know that your desires are within your sights. Odds are in your favor. Okay. The decision that is before you is either sticking with what you know or breaking out and trying something new. This is a time for veering out into new adventures or making a decision that deviates from your typical trend or habit. Ganeshka will gift you with a greater understanding of who you are and what you are capable of creating. Zero in on a goal. Take the steps to make the selection. You have worked hard and really involved through your life's lessons. Get ready for a change. As I'm reading this, the angels are telling me this is exactly what's going on with the war. Okay. Our our leaders or our governments or our military is making a decision and doing something that they don't normally do. Okay. They're getting it together. And it's the same thing with you. They're zeroing in on the goal that they want. Nobody wants war. Nobody wants this. Motivate yourself by taking time to rejuvenate. Treat yourself to simple things that bring you joy. Discover new activities that take you away from routine. Like it says, take a break from the world. When we're at a positive place, things that we enjoy, we're putting those energies out there. And the world needs the healing energies, not worry or fear. Fear, that's exactly what Putin wants. This is exactly what he wants to control people, put the fear in them, you know. And so we got to stop that. We have to come together in a place of peace and love. Um, Discover new activities that take you away from the routine. As you move through your day today, schedule in new ways. You create new thoughts. When Ganeshka is holding the mace called Gada, he is challenging you to be more decisive. Okay. Choose how you think. Choose what you want. You are the magician. It's all about you, what you do, what you think, what you say. It's not about anybody else. Stop focusing on what somebody else is doing and focus on what you're doing. It's always all about you, the decisions and choices that you make, because you do affect other people. Okay. Once you start being more strong minded, you will create the opportunity to reflect on your longer term goals and desires. You'll then be in a better position to plan ahead and ensure you achieve those goals. You benefit now from newfound sense of confidence and are ready for a major change. Okay. So again, this is everything. It's always about you. So what are you going to do? it's it's hard. It takes practice. I know that because we're conditioned to go into an ego state. But ask your angels to help you recognize when you're in the ego state and connect to your place of love. To truly love yourself. If you're in an ego state, an ego is edging God out. It's everything that's negative: worry, fear, doubt, lacking courage, lacking confidence, complaining, blaming, finding fault, blah, 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 blah. All that is ego. So we don't want to be there. Because what you think, say, and do doesn't take you to a place of peace. You have no business being there. So it's just recognizing the ego, recognizing that you are not going to get angry. You're not going to be hurt. Okay. All those negative things. You're going to change this. You're going to recognize that someone tries to hurt you is because they're suffering. Don't go, so well, I did everything in this world for them. I treated them gold. I gave them this. I blah, 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 blah. And they do this to me. Stop it. Okay. It's all about what you do and not what they did. Okay. You're a good person. And if they're not feeling it, they're not feeling it. I ask all the time for Archangel Michael to remove negative people, negative energies from my life. And people that I thought were really close to me, even some family members, all of a sudden when I started asking that, would block me. It's not like we had a disagreement or anything. They would just block me. They have anything to do with me. So these are prayers answered. Okay. Don't be hurt. You have you're not loving yourself when you do that. Okay. They are suffering, so you want to send them love and light. Okay. Connect to your source of power and either let them be, let them heal. Because there's nothing you can do. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So you have to focus on you and what you are doing to create what's a wonderful life for you because you are the magician. You have no control over anybody else. The only one you have is you. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate the love and support that you give me. If you watch it, please give me a like. Maybe somebody who really needs to see this video will see it. Okay, and that means a lot to me and a lot to you too. Okay, so I send you all love and peace, kisses and hugs if I can hug you. And of course, I wish you all namaste. The light and love in me recognizes the light and love with you. Please take care of yourself so you can take care of others. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye bye.